Two. Thank you very much. Okay, can we have the juveniles out, please, so we can get started? Thank you. Okay. We all ready in the jail? All right, first one, I'm gonna take one out of turn. Sergey Gardner? Okay. Mr. Cole, you representing Mr. Gardner? Okay, the court at this time, Mr. Gardner, you've been arrested and charged with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. There'll be a $500 bond, no contact with the alleged victim. Do you understand that? Okay, your attorney will explain it and answer any other questions you have, but you cannot come in contact with the alleged victim. Have a good day, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jessica Flores.
No problem, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, don't, wait a minute. We got everybody talking. Who do you have?
The main jail's asking on page 11, Christopher Dibble, if we could call him out of turn.
Christopher Dibble?
Press that red button for me.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, counsel. Where is Mr. Dibble? I'm not finding him.
He's on page 11, Your Honor.
You got to stay. So it should be towards the
Okay,
front.
he's, all right. Is he towards the end?
Toward the front.
The front, Your Honor.
Okay, what's the charge?
Count one is a resisting without violence, misdemeanor, count two is a municipal city ordinance, drug paraphernalia, possession, and use.
Okay, counsel, you're standing behind there and I can't hear you. Speak up.
Can you use the microphone?
Okay, that's all right. Speak up so I can hear you.
One is a resisting officer without
Do I?
violence, and count two is drug paraphernalia.
Okay, does he want to plead out?
Let me see, Your Honor. Hang on one second. Sorry, I haven't had a second to talk to.
Excuse me, counsel, I didn't hear you.
I have his state charge. If he also has a city charge, I'm going to find out right now because I haven't had a moment to speak with him.
Why don't you take a moment and speak with him, since they've asked me to call him up?
Your Honor, yes, he'd like to resolve his cases.
You want to plead him out, counsel? Time served. Court finds probable cause. Both counts. Have a good day. All right. Jessica Flores.
No problem.
Good morning.
Just a second, Ms. Flores. Who are you, sir?
Merle Robert Lee.
And what do you want to tell me, sir?
The victim in this, I just want to let the court know, that you know, Honor, that we were both drinking heavily, and things got out of hand and escalated, and it should have never happened, and I really am in love with this girl, and I don't want to.
Let me ask you this, sir. Raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the stuff you got. Okay, you're the alleged victim in this case? Okay, and you are asking me to release her?
I really, everything just escalated out of hand.
Are you, I'm sorry, I'm asking a question. Are you asking me to release her? Are you afraid of her?
No, sir.
Are you asking that I not enter a no-contact restraining order?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the court at this time, Ms. Flores, you're charged with aggravated battery. You're charged with domestic battery, and you're charged with resisting an officer without violence. Court finds probable cause, all counts. The court will place you on pretrial release, special condition of pretrial release, no alcohol or no intoxicants. Do you understand that? And you'll be
Yes.
subject to random testing. You also will undergo a substance abuse evaluation and treatment if required. Have a good day. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
And Judge, just ask for a photo order of her injuries.
Not for-
Photo order granted. Karen Autry.
Second, I'm released.
Going home today.
All right.
Paul Ryan, thank you. Karen Autry. Okay, Miss Autry, you're charged with petty theft. Bond is set in the amount of $100. Do you want to plead no contest?
Actually, Judge, I'm asking for an ROR.
Yes.
There's a complicated situation, I'm asking for an ROR.
Okay.
I said,
Well, ROR, Miss Autry, court finds probable cause.
Your Honor, can I ask you a question? Okay,
Ma'am, I
I
would be
wanted to
careful
know,
not talk about the
Ma'am,
facts.
don't, your attorney has instructed you not to say anything. Okay, yes, state?
Ms. Austri has two open cases. Case 19214 MM10A, it's a possession of paraphernalia, an assault and a criminal mischief. And case 1813293 CF10A,
Yes, so?
she's asking you to revoke bond.
I'm asking you what?
To revoke bond, Your Honor.
File appropriate motion, counsel. You have to file a motion, there has to be notice and hearing. Okay. Brittany Schneck,
No problem, Your Honor.
you're charged with a violation of probation, there's a no bond hold. You'll be detained going before Judge Usan on the 11th. Have a good day, ma'am.
You sir.
Christina Randall.
She's approaching, Your Honor.
Okay, Christina Randall, you're charged with resisting an officer without violence, $500 bond, then and then another officer resisting with violence. The court finds probable cause and sets bond in the amount of, it actually is an ROR on that one. Then on count 3, there is a violation of probation, but the arrest sheet indicates that she is ROR'd on that. Do you have the same state? Okay. Then there's a violation of probation, no bond hold, and she'll be detained going before that judge, which is Judge Osan, on the 11th. Have a good day, ma'am. Count 2. I got count 1. Is there resisting with violence? Okay. Then you have to, okay.
And Your Honor, same page, on page 3 at the bottom, main jail's gonna need a Spanish interpreter for Sheila Cisnero.
Are you talking about
there's-
Carmelita?
The one after her, Your Honor.
All right.
Just
Well,
letting you know.
We have a Spanish interpreter, no problem.
Okay, great.
Always do. Okay. If not, we're in serious trouble. Carmelita, perdón?
That's a medical reset.
Your Honor.
Medical reset, okay. Now we have Sheila Cistrano.
She's approaching, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Cistrano, you're charged with grand theft. Court finds probable cause, bond is set in the amount of $1,000. Can you make the $1,000 bond?
We can't hear the Spanish interpreter, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you hear it now?
No, Your Honor.
Speak into the microphone. Let's try it again.
That one's off.
Señora, se le acusa de hurto de grado mayor. La Corte ha decidido que existe motivo fundado y le ha dado una fianza de $1,000. Le ha preguntado a la señoría si se le hace posible pagar esa fianza de $1,000 a usted.
Sí, señora.
She said yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
She can make the bond?
¿La puede pagar?
Sí.
Yes.
She says yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Stephanie Newman.
She bonded, Your Honor.
Argentina Dino.
She's approaching, Your Honor.
You're charged with grand theft. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. Can you make the $1,000 bond?
Yes.
Okay, bond out. Done. Frederic.
Bonded, Your Honor.
Thank you. Lavonda Johnson.
She came through yesterday, Judge. We reset this for Jim Lewis for Monday. I don't know why it came back on the docket, but I spoke to her this morning, and I think she already went back to her cell. I'm asking for it to be reset tomorrow for Jim Lewis.
Reset to Monday. Lunise Delanore.
No problem, Your Honor.
All right, Liz Delanore, you're charged with petty theft, first degree. Then you're charged with possession of ecstasy, which is $1,000 bond. You're charged with, and the count one petty theft of second degree is no bond required. Then we have a drug paraphernalia, a no bond hold. That has to be incorrect. What is that? Does anybody know?
I think it should be no money required. It should be no charge, not no bond. It
Okay.
should be like the same thing as the petty theft charge.
Okay, then that's ROR on that, just to make it clear. Okay, then we have two violations of probation, which are no bond holds. Those, you'll be detained going before the court on the 11th at 8:30 a.m.
The
Okay.
Only request I have, Judge, I'm asking for mental health and a medical evaluation after speaking to
Both
this gentleman.
granted.
Thank you.
Chastity Walker.
Okay, come on.
Anybody got Walker?
Your Honor, she bonded.
Thank you. Dimitri Handel.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Richard Handel. I'm the partner.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, who are you, ma'am? Come on up. Okay. Sir, would you state your name for the record?
Richard Handel, Handel.
Okay. Ma'am? And who are you, sir?
I'm the older brother of Dimitri, Michael Lee, R-U-I-P.
And what's your relationship to this?
I was there the evening when it happened.
Okay. All right. Mr. Handel, you're charged with domestic violence. Court finds probable cause. What do you want to tell me, ma'am, sir?
Sir, we hear in court as a father that it should be private, but my son dropped out of high school in March. He's drinking heavily and he's doing drugs. So whatever happens in the next week.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, and I'm going to address each one of this. Are any of you afraid of him if I release him?
No, sir. Absolutely not.
Okay. So in other words, you don't want me to enter an order that says he can't have contact? Okay. The court finds probable cause. The court is going to release him to pretrial release, special condition of pretrial release, that he have an alcohol and drug evaluation, and that he have follow-up counseling if required. Do you understand that, young man?
Yes, Your Honor.
In other words, you can get out, but you're going to be on pretrial release. They're going to require that you, as soon as you get out, you make arrangements to be evaluated. If the evaluation says you need treatment, you're going to be in treatment. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You agree to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. This is not working out so well for you, is it?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. You'll be out on pretrial. Thank you. All right, then we have Jesse Lambrecht.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
Mr. Lambrecht, you're charged with domestic violence. Court finds probable cause. The court sets bond the amount of $1,000, no contact with the alleged victim. Have a good day, sir. Then we have Alejandro Garcia. You're charged, sir, with domestic violence. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $500. No contact with the alleged victim. Have a good day. Peter Bauer. Badger, I'm sorry. Badger.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
Mr. Badger, you're charged with domestic battery. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. No contact with the alleged victim.
Your Honor, Mr. Badger can't afford a bond. Would you be amenable to pretrial release?
The court declines that at this point. Anastasio Cole, Sir Julo? You're charged, sir, with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $500. No contact with the alleged victim.
Your Honor, Mr. Anastasios can't afford that bond. Would you be amenable to pretrial release?
Not at this time. Brian Lillo,
He's approaching, Your Honor.
posted bond?
No, she said approach.
Approaching, I'm sorry. About to say, that would be interesting. Okay, Mr. Lillo, you have a battery domestic. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. You also have a capias on a misdemeanor cannabis charge, $500. There'll be no contact with the alleged victim. Have a good day, sir.
Your Honor, would you consider giving Mr. Lilo pretrial release on his battery charge?
Would I do what?
Would you consider giving Mr. Lilo pretrial release on his
Not when there's
battery
a,
charge?
not when there's a capias, counsel.
Could he resolve that today, Your Honor?
I'm gonna leave it in place at this time, because
Okay, he
this-
also, go ahead, I'm sorry.
are you wanting to plea out the misdemeanor? Possession?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, the court at this time will accept the no contest plea. Court will withhold adjudication, impose court costs, give the defendant 6 months to pay, but the bond, and that disposes of that. Bond's $1,500 on the battery. Auld,
Thanks, Your Honor.
Colin Auld.
And just one more thing, Your Honor, we need a photo order on Mr.
Granted,
Lilo.
granted.
Thank you.
No problem, Judge Murphy. No problem.
Okay. Mr. Auld, you're charged with domestic battery. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $500. No contact with the alleged victim. Then we have Olinsky DeVove.
He's approaching, Your Honor, and if you could speak just a little slow because Mr. DeVove's first language is Russian.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay. Mr. DeVos, you're charged with battery, domestic violence. The court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. No contact with the alleged victim. That means that you cannot go to that person's residence. You can't come within 500 feet of them. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay. Have a good day, sir. Robert King.
North Broward.
Mr. King, you're charged with domestic battery. The court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. No contact with the alleged victim.
Judge, I spoke to Mr. King this morning. He's unable to afford any monetary bond. He's lived in South Florida his whole life. All his family's down here. He works in a warehouse. I'm asking Your Honor if you would consider some sort of non-monetary release.
Not at this time. Stephen Aaron Jagasar. Jagessar. There we go. Sir, you're charged with domestic violence or battery. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. No contact with the alleged victim. Daryl Cunningham.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
Mr. Cunningham, you're charged with charged with domestic aggravated battery on a pregnant woman. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. No contact with the alleged victim. Then we have Juan Esteban Dilan.
Your Honor, we need a Spanish interpreter for this case.
Okay, coming right up.
Yeah.
Let's see if that microphone picks you up. If it doesn't, okay. Can you hear her?
No, Your Honor.
Try that one over there. Okay. Mr. De Leon, you're charged with domestic battery by strangulation and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. Court finds probable cause, all counts. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 on count one, $2,500 on count two. Total bond, $3,500. No contact with the alleged victim. That means you can't go to the place where she lives. You cannot have any contact, come within 500 feet. Call her in any other way, and you must surrender all firearms, if you have any firearms, to the police within 24 hours of your release. Madam, go ahead.
Señor de León, se le acusa de violencia en contra de su pareja por medio de estrangulación y también una acusación de tener un arma mortífera. La Corte ha decidido que existe motivo fundado para todos los cargos. El primer cargo, la fianza es $1,000. El segundo cargo, la fianza es $2,500. Su fianza total va a ser $3,500. También le queda prohibido tener todo tipo de contacto con la supuesta víctima. Eso quiere decir que no puede ir al lugar donde esta persona vive, no se le puede acercar a 500 pies, no la puede llamar. Y también antes de 24, que se cumplan 24 horas de quedar en libertad, tiene que entregar todas sus armas de fuego a la policía. ¿Entiende?
Okay.
Sí, entiendo.
Thank you.
Yes, I understand.
Now we have Luis Vasquez Colazo.
Your Honor, I don't believe he's here yet. I'm not sure if he's not coming,
Put him
but
on recall.
thank you.
Then we have Kamani Pierce. Is he here?
Your Honor, he's on medical loan.
That's medical still?
That's what my notes say, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm sure. Now we have Alton O'Neill Harris.
No problem, Judge.
Counsel, you on this one?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm asking.
All right, I'm appointed to represent Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris, want to plead no contest?
Yes, first of all, I want to just say that Mr. Harris is deaf and mute, but I did call the jail and find out that he can read. So I asked them to show him the docket and to ask if he wanted to resolve or fight the case. He did say he wanted to resolve. He can read, but he can't hear.
Okay. You understand that, Mr. Harris? Okay. You want to plead no contest? Okay. Time served. Have a good day. David Saralte.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
Okay, you're charged with trespassing, $100 bond, court finds probable cause. You want to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Time served. Byron Holiday, is that Holiday? Let me see, yes, Holiday, I'm sorry.
He's coming up slowly, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Holiday, you got a trespassing, $25 bond, you got a capias, a $50 bond. You want to plead, that's for soliciting or panhandling, you want to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Time served. Have a good day. Now we have Joseph Erickson. Mr. Erickson, you've got a traffic capias for $500 for driving without a valid driver's license. Do you want to plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Time served. Have a good day. Rudolph Lazo.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
Right here. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Lazo, you're charged with trespassing. Court finds probable cause, bond set in the amount of $25. You want to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor, no contest.
Time served. Have a good day. Marlon Johnson. Mr. Johnson, you're charged with, got a KPS $500 on a traffic matter. And, failure to obey directions of the police officer. You want to plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Time served. Have a good day. Michael Rabago?
He's approaching, Your Honor.
He's going to be appointed, Your Honor, and he can speak to this for himself.
You're representing him, counsel? You're appointed to the court. Mr. Rabago, you're charged with solicitation. It's a capious $100. You want to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Time served. Have a good day. Then we have, okay. We found Christopher Dribble. Robert Allen.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
Mr. Allen, you're charged with petty theft. You've got a capious $500. Do you want to plead no contest?
Yes.
Time served. Have a good day. Clinton Owens. You've got a capious $250 on a traffic matter which failed to register motor vehicle. You want to plead no contest?
Yes, Your Honor.
Time served. Mark Kinol. Mr. Kinol, you're charged with possession of cannabis. Court finds probable cause. Do you want to plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Withhold. All right, let's go with O'Neill, Stephen O'Neill.
He's on medical loan, Your Honor.
Okay. Now we have Quentin Johnson.
Good morning, Honor. William Sinclair on behalf of
He's approaching, Your
Good
Honor.
morning, counsel.
Judge, I'll waive the formal reading of the counts.
Okay.
I was asked to come over because I understand there might have been an issue with regards to
No,
finding.
we just didn't have any paperwork.
Okay. Well, I'm here to,
Sorry to bother you,
that's okay.
especially on a Sunday, counsel.
That's fine. I was on duty anyway, so I was up all night doing warrants. I just wanted to make sure our concern was obviously that Mr. Johnson was already indicted on first degree on 5 different counts. He's being held no bond by order of Judge Rod Singal. He's set for the arraignment tomorrow. So if Your Honor was going to find no PC on anything today.
No, I just did not have any paperwork.
Okay.
And all I needed was a paperwork. There's been a grand jury indictment.
Yes,
I
sir.
believe that's probable cause in itself,
Yes, sir.
and no bond. And the court, go ahead.
I agree. I'm not making a PC argument, but for him to be held no bond, Judge, the state has to request one of two things. I have not heard it. And I don't know what paperwork you have, Judge. I obviously don't have it, so I'm going to need to review it. But the indictment itself is not proof and presumption great.
Your Honor, I don't know where that's coming from. I'd like to find some support for that argument, but there is a order.
It is
from
called
the judge.
Arthur.
It's
State versus Arthur.
No.
A indictment and information itself is not proof and presumption great. I'm not making a probable cause argument, but if you're asking the judge to hold him no bond, one of two things needs to happen. The judge needs to find proof and presumption great, or the state needs to request pretrial detention. You need to have a hearing within 5 days.
And that hearing could be set tomorrow by the handling judge, Judge Bober. He's set to be arraigned. We would ask that it be set before the handling judge, which is the proper venue for this argument to be made. We have an order from Judge Singal holding him no bond. He's been indicted on 5 separate counts, 3 of which I believe are murder in the first degree.
Okay. At this time, he will be detained no bond on the homicide or murder charges. He will be brought before the court tomorrow for any hearing that he wishes. There's also counts, the home invasion with the firearm or deadly weapon, and there's then 2 counts of sexual assault with a victim over the age of 12. My understanding those are for magistrate, is that correct? Okay, and on the home invasion, the court's gonna place bond at $250,000. On the sexual assault of the victim during the home invasion, court's gonna set bond $250,000, and on count 12, $250,000. And the court finds probable cause, all counts. And counsel, I'm sorry that they disturbed you and brought you down here, but it's good seeing you.
Good to see you too, sir. It's always a pleasure.
Okay.
Take care.
Clinton Sills. Mr. Sills, you're charged, these are ad charges. You have false information to a law enforcement officer, $100 bond. Then you have possession of ammo or a weapon by a convicted felon. The court finds, that's count 7, court finds probable cause, $2,500 bond. Then you have count 8, possession of a weapon or ammo by a convicted felon. Court finds probable cause, bond is set in the amount of $1,000. Then you have counts 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, which are possession of ammo. It indicates that these were individual bullets. The court RORs them on counts 9 through 13. Court finds probable cause, all counts. Have a good day, sir. Then Lawrence Davis. You have a felony petty theft, $750 bond, but then you have 5 violations of probation, no bond hold. You'll be detained going before Judge Garcia Wood on the 11th at 8:30 a.m.
You already find PC on the petty theft.
Find probable cause and all.
Thank you, Judge.
Jeffrey Kuntz.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
Okay. You're charged with count 2 burglary, unoccupied, bond is set in the amount of $5,000 by the presiding judge, and then grand theft, a $5,000 bond. Court finds probable cause, all counts. On count 1, which is a traffic matter, no bond is required. Have a good day, sir.
Your Honor,
Zachary.
Mr. Kuntz can't, sorry, Your Honor, Mr. Kuntz can't afford a bond. Would you be amenable to putting him on
Not
pretrial
at this,
release?
not at this time, since that amount was set by the trial judge.
Okay, thanks, Your Honor.
Zachary Altindor. Mr. Tindor, you got a possession of cannabis, $100 bond. then a speeding ticket, which is no bond required, then you have a violation of probation, no bond hold. You'll be taken before Judge Bailey on June 11th at 8:30 a.m. Find probable cause, all counts. Have a good day. Matthew Matias. Matthew, you've got a DUI, $500 bond, court finds probable cause. You've got a violation of probation, which is in interstate, that's out of another state, and you have a no bond hold on that count. Have a good day, sir. Court finds probable cause. Antonio Cruz.
Your Honor, Mr. Cruz needs a Spanish interpreter.
Mr. Cruz, you're charged with possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond, court finds probable cause.
Señor Cruz, se le acusa de posesión de cocaína, la fianza es $1,000 y la corte decide que existe motivo fundado.
Okay, Mr. Cruz, can you make the $1,000 bond?
Señor Cruz, ¿usted puede pagar esa fianza de $1,000?
No lo tengo.
He said no,
I
he
don't
can't.
have that.
All right, I'll play.
¿Le gustaría entrar a ese programa?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, pretrial release is granted. Have a good day.
Queda entonces bajo supervisión el programa de supervisión previo a juicio.
Brandon Twan Nog. Mr. Nog, you're charged with murder, premeditated. Court finds probable cause.
Your Honor, state is asking for a finding of proof evident presumption great and no bond hold.
Judge, I've read the PC. I'm not going to make any frivolous arguments. The standard is proof and presumption great, which goes beyond a reasonable doubt standard, regardless of what Your Honor finds. Your Honor could set a monetary bond regardless. I'm also making it clear on the record we are invoking Mr. Nago's right to silence.
Okay. As to the court notes that the counsel for Mr. Nago has invoked his rights, that no one will speak with or question Mr. Nago without presence of counsel. The court at this time, as I said, finds probable cause. A review of the file indicates that the proof is evident and the presumption is great. The defendant will be held no bond on the charge.
I'm just asking for a photo order for Mr. Nago.
Photo order granted.
Your Honor, sorry, there's one case that we handled, Clinton Sills. He mentioned that it was ad charges, but he has counts 1 through 5 that I.
They have to be magistrated tomorrow, because we
Tomorrow.
had to file it yesterday.
Okay.
And there was no paperwork, so yeah, he's gonna be magistrated tomorrow.
Understood. Thank you. Sorry, Your Honor, to interrupt.
John Garrett. Mr. Garrett, you're charged with burglary, occupied dwelling. Court finds probable cause.
Sorry, Your Honor, I just need one moment. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you ready now? Whenever, let me know when you're ready.
I will, Your Honor. Mr. Garrett can't afford a bond, and I'm asking at this time that he be ROR'd. He owns a concrete business. He's lived in Broward County for 10 years, and the last time he's had a criminal charge was 10 years ago.
Court at this time finds probable cause, sets bond in the amount of $25,000. Have a good day, sir.
Your Honor, $25,000.
$25,000.
Judge, reading, I know my colleague hasn't read the probable cause affidavit, but reading it is at best an attempted burglary. I don't understand why it's such
It's an
an,
occupied dwelling.
I understand, but
Yeah, I understand too, counsel. Okay. Trenard Shingles. You're charged with possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond, possession of cannabis, no bond required. You have some traffic citations, no bond required. Court finds probable cause, all counts. Can you make the $1,000 bond, sir?
He can't afford the bond, Your Honor.
Can he make it?
He can't, no, Your Honor, he cannot.
Pre-trial release, special condition of pre-trial release, evaluation and treatment if required. Demetrius Perry. You're charged with possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond. You have some traffic citations, no bond is required on those, but you have a violation of community control or probation, and that is a no bond hold. And that's out of Hillsborough County. Okay, you'll be detained on the no bond hold from Hillsborough County. Have a good day, sir. Kelvin Sanchez. You're charged with possession of cocaine and loitering and prowling. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000.
We need a Spanish interpreter, Your Honor.
Spanish interpreter, okay. Mr. Sanchez, bond is set in the amount of $1,000 on the possession of cocaine. Can you afford the $1,000 bond?
Señor Sánchez, la fianza para el cargo de posesión de cocaína es $1,000. ¿Usted puede pagar esa fianza? No.
He said,
Okay, the court will place Mr. Sanchez on pretrial release, special condition that he undergo a drug evaluation and treatment if treatment is recommended. Does he agree to that?
Muy bien, entonces la corte le va a ofrecer quedar en libertad bajo la supervisión del programa de supervisión previo a juicio. También vamos a pedir una condición especial que se haga una evaluación de abuso de drogas y que haga cualquier tratamiento que recomienda esa evaluación. ¿Usted está de acuerdo en hacer eso?
Of course.
I agree.
Okay, pretrial release it is.
Muy bien.
Don
Queda en el
Perry.
programa.
Perry,
medical reset, Judge.
okay. Rodriguez, okay. Pacheco Rodriguez.
Your Honor, we need a Spanish interpreter.
Mr. Rodriguez, yes, you're charged with trespass on a construction site, $500 bond.
Señor Rodríguez, se le acusa de entrada ilícita en un lugar bajo construcción. Su fianza va a ser $500.
Sir, can you make the $500 bond?
¿Se le hace posible pagar esa cantidad, señor? No.
Pretrial release.
Queda en libertad bajo supervisión previo a juicio.
Quavon Jones. Mr. Jones, you're charged with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon and possession of ammo by a convicted felon. The court finds probable cause, both counts. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500 on count one, $1,000 on count two. Total bond is $3,500. Have a good day, sir. Probable cause, all counts. Then we have Jorge Hernandez Rojas, I'm sorry.
We need a Spanish interpreter, please.
Mr. Rojas, you're charged with grand theft, $1,000 bond, court finds probable cause.
Señor Rojas, se le acusa de hurto mayor, la fianza es $1,000 y la corte decide que existe motivo fundado.
Can you make the $1,000 bond?
¿Se le hace posible pagar la fianza de $1,000?
Say again.
Sí, señor.
Yes, Your Honor.
No? Yes?
No, no puede o sí.
Sí, señora. Sí, señor.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
you
ma'am.
can post
Yes,
a bond,
sir.
$1,000 to get out.
Muy bien. Entonces paga
Jonathan
$1,000 y se queda
Plancher.
en libertad.
He bonded, Your Honor.
Clarence Bonner. Mr. Bonner, you're charged with burglary of a conveyance, and court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. Can you make the $1,000 bond?
No, sir.
Pretrial release. Carl Dickey. Carl Dickey, you're charged with robbery by sudden snatching without a firearm. Court finds probable cause. You're also charged with battery. The court sets bond in the amount of $35,000 on count one and $1,000 on count two. There'll be no contact with the alleged victim directly or indirectly.
Your Honor, Mr. Dickey cannot afford the $35,000 bond that you've set on count one. Is there any way that Your Honor would reduce it or perhaps release him pre-trial?
Well, counsel, the answer is no, and this could have been charged with burglary auto with the battery, which would have been a first-degree felony, punishable with a no bond hold. So the bond stays as set. Califani Phillips. Mr. Phillips, you're charged with possession of ecstasy, $1,000 bond, and tampering with evidence, $1,000 bond. Court finds probable cause. Can you make $2,000 in bond?
He says no, Your Honor.
Pre-trial release, special condition, if you'll agree to it, of having a drug evaluation and treatment. You will agree to that?
Your Honor, can I have one moment? I'm very sorry.
All right. We doing all right?
Your Honor, Mr. Phillips does not want to go on pretrial with that condition.
Oh, I didn't think so. There we go. Marcus Casassa. You're charged with improper exhibition of a firearm, actually two of them, and tampering with physical evidence. The court finds probable cause, bond is set in the amount of $2,000, $1,000 each count. Can you make the bond?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bond out, 2,000. Cedric Dunham. Excuse me?
He bonded, Your
Bonded,
Honor.
thank you. Nicholas Garcia.
Hold on one moment, Your Honor. He's approaching, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, you're charged with possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond, and possession of drug paraphernalia, no bond required, total $1,000 bond. Court finds probable cause. Can you make the $1,000 bond?
You have to, yes or no?
You said yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, post $1,000 bond. Jeffrey, let me just see, hang on.
He's on medical loan, Your Honor.
See medical?
Medical.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
So is the next one. Abosena is also a medical loan.
That's an interesting one. Medical,
Brown is a medical
that's
reset.
on
Abosena,
Mohammed Abanzia?
a medical loan.
Yep.
And then Darren Brown is a medical reset in North Broward.
And that's on Brown,
Yes,
is medical reset?
yes.
Okay.
And Your Honor, Mr. Bussey, on the last one on page 21, we reset that to Monday yesterday. I'm not sure why it appeared on the docket again.
That's my note too. Okay. Reset to Monday.
And, oh, can I recall
That's
Mr.
for
Vasquez?
that's for private attorney.
Oh, okay.
And then we have one on recall, which is Luis Valquez Colazo.
She's approaching, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Colazo. You're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence. Court finds probable cause. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. No contact with the alleged victim. You will not come within 500 feet of the residence. You will not come within 500 feet of the alleged victim or any of the family members who were involved in this. Do you understand, sir?
He's asking if you understand.
Yes, I understand, sir.
Okay. Have a good day, sir. Thank you very much. I believe that concludes the docket. Good job by everybody,
Thank you, Your Honor.
as usual.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, counsel. Good job. Pleasure to meet you. Okay.